There is so much fishing to be had right here in the outskirts of Dallas, Texas. And I don't think too many people really realize it. I've lived in the suburbs of Dallas now for about a year, and I really haven't done too much exploring at some of the lakes, ponds, and especially the creeks that are littered, and I mean littered, throughout this entire area. So today I'm going to challenge myself. I've got 3 hours, 3 creeks, a fly rod, a bag of tackle, and some conventional gear to catch some fish. So here is how today's challenge is going to work. So I've got 3 hours to kill. I'm gonna use each hour to find one creek, fish that creek for 1 hour, then move on to the next. And I can only fish creeks in places that I've never fished before using my phone. That's right, I'm gonna use just Google Maps to find these places. No intel, no suggestions from you guys or friends. And I'm hoping maybe today we can find some bass hiding in these gems scattered around here in the local DFW area. Okay, I might have found something here. White Rock Creek. I'm looking for clear water. The healthier the ecosystem, the better. Kind of tough to judge from Google Maps, but at the very least I can get a good idea as to how wide the creek is, if there's any like current areas like some riffles, some runs where there's a lot of oxygen pumping in there. That's the creek right by a golf course, and I can see like a nice little shoal area where it comes up. I think this might be it. I might just have to send it here. Okay, here we go. So I found the first creek. It's called White Rock Creek. I've again, never fished here before, just keep that in mind. And it is about 17 minutes away from my current location. Let's go see if we can catch some fish. Let's go. There's my exit right there. Okay, we are, how far are we? Come on Google, 4 minutes away. Just breezed through some sticky Dallas traffic. Didn't really think about planning this whole deal on a Monday, right when traffic is going to be probably at the worst, right around 4:30. Oh, I gotta turn right on Preston Road. Yep, I heard you the first time. This feels good. I feel like there's a creek around here with big bass in it. White Rock Creek, that's where I'll be fishing. A quick look-see. I'm gonna scope out the scene, get a lay of the land here, see what I'm dealing with. How clear this water is. Oh my gosh, that water's crystal clear. Ooh, and it's cold too. I also think I know why they call this White Rock Creek. Maybe because of, I'm not even gonna say it. Well, I think this is gonna be a go, folks. I'm gonna get all the tackle, find a place to park, and fish right here, work my way down creek, and hopefully we'll find out what White Rock Creek is all about. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the beginning of today's video, but the GT hats are live on the rig store. We've got black on blue and blue on black if you guys wanna pick up one of these trucker GT hats. They're super comfortable. I've got a big head with a lot of hair, so they fit really nicely on me. And if you've got a smaller head, like Flair or something. No, I'm just kidding. These hats fit just nicely. I'll leave them linked in the description below as to where you can get one. I'm hoping they come in luck today at this creek mission. Okay, first urban Dallas spot. Let's see if this place produces. Wish me luck. This is all I got, by the way, guys. All my tackle, all my camera gear, all my essentials are in this bag that you see. The one thing I'm gonna go for right now is a little Cinco. This is a staple small water creek go-to. I've got this on my creek rod, which is a 7-foot medium light action rod with favorite reel. Both favorites actually, favorite rod, favorite reel. So I'm gonna take that worm and I'm gonna wacky worm it like that. Just hook it right down the middle. But I'm gonna add a little zest to this deal. I'm gonna take an actual nail, like a linoleum nail from a hardware store. It's very light, but it's just enough weight to keep this bait from coming too high up off the bottom. And I'm just gonna slide that right on the flat end of this 4-inch Senko. And that's gonna give me a little bit more weight. It's gonna allow that bait to sink down there a little deeper. And ultimately, get me some more bites, hopefully. Here we go. Game time, boys. Oh, hey, pup. How's it going, pup? Hello. How are you? How's the fishing here? Is it any good? Oh, don't do that. Oh, okay. That's okay. It's all good. Oh, I love it. Part of fishing in the urban setting. He's got it. I'm on. Ooh, it's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. Look at that. Yeah. Take it easy. Don't lose him. Don't lose him. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's what's up. First spot, first fish. This is so awesome. Like, I could take one of these stones from the bank, throw it over there, and I'd probably hit a freaking semi. It's just crazy. It's just so crazy that these places go virtually untouched. Not a bad one. That's a 12-incher all day. Good, healthy looking fish. First spot, first fish. We're starting off really good. I think we might have a storm front rolling in, which can be bad for filming, but pretty good for fishing. It should have these fish very aggressive, very hungry. As you can see all around me, there's branches moving. Got some very ominous clouds rolling over right now, but if I can manage to fish at least 2 more spots and catch 2 more fish at each spot, that would be mega. And I've got plenty of time here too, so I'm gonna do some more exploring around White Rock Creek, I believe it's called, and maybe find some bigger fish. Who knows? Anything from now on is just a plus. Yes. This looks amazing. This looks like the tastiest spot on earth. Oh, I had one. I had one. He was on. I freaking had him. There he is. What is that? Oh, that is not a bass. No wonder I was losing these fish. Oh my Lord. Oh my God, that fish is gorgeous. Look at him. Don't drop him. Don't drop him. Wow, that guy ate a freaking 4.5-inch sinker. Are you kidding? Nice warmouth. I've caught so many of these guys in the past while bass fishing and while bluegill fishing, and I've never seen one quite that pretty. He's minty. Throw him back in the drink. Oh, he released himself. There he goes. Okay, bud, you have a good one now. So this section of the creek's a lot shallower. Looks less likely to have viable fish species in this area. Probably some smaller minnows, some crayfish, but nothing that will bite a frog or Cinco. So I'm gonna keep moving up. Hopefully it widens out a bit. That definitely is a good spot. It's just, I mean, man, it is too windy over there. Like, listen to this. Hurricane Dickie coming in hot. Holy, how the hell am I supposed to fish that? This place just keeps getting cooler and cooler. I'm noticing there's a ton of fossils around here too. This is some pretty old land. This creek is not new. And then right here, you've got a seep. That's wild. I'm gonna jump across. Oh, and I'm wet. Got about 10 minutes left to fish White Rock. Then I gotta move on to the next body of water, but let's see if we can find some largies. Okay. I don't think there's any largemouth here. I can actually see all across and all the way down at this spot. I'm not seeing any largemouth. What's this? What do I have here? Is this largie? No, another, gosh. This creek is thick with these warmouth. Not too shabby, but again, it's not really what we want. We want some largemouth. You know what that means. It is time to get out of White Rock Creek and find some new waters. I'll give my overall opinion of this place once I get in the car, but what I've observed just now is that the farther you go down, the less fishable it gets. Farewell, White Rock Creek. That's hard to say. I just realized that. White Rock Creek. Say that 3 times fast. White Rock Creek. I can't. Okay, I'm heading back to the car. Spot number 1, complete. My thoughts on White Rock Creek. Let me give you a little bit of a rundown and explain as to why I'm about to give it the score that I feel like it deserves. I like White Rock because it's very clear. I am a clear water angler. I've grown up in the north, so a lot of the places I fished as a kid were clear, so I can really relate to this place. This creek is so clear, it almost looks like you could drink the water, although I would highly recommend not doing that. The other thing I really like about this creek is the fish look really healthy. The warmouth looked healthy. The bass that I caught looked fairly healthy, and some of the ones that were popping off obviously were pretty healthy. They're hard fighting fish in here, which is good. I really dig the fact that it is primarily a rock creek, hence the name. You don't have a bunch of mud, a bunch of silty dirtiness that you have to fish around. It's just pretty much rock with a little bit of vegetation, healthy, good vegetation, and some brush, which in my opinion is very fishable, especially for a beginner angler. And I think the last thing I like about the creek is that it is fast moving. It's not like slow and dead. There's a lot of oxygen rich places for you to fish. Right as to where that water was dumping in to the bigger pool is where a lot of those fish can be posted up in. So that's a pretty good sign. Here are a few things I didn't like about Rock Creek. It's too shallow. The first spot I fished was pretty deep, but the farther I went, the crustier it looked. The other thing I didn't really love about this place is it wasn't protected. There wasn't a whole lot of trees overhanging. So there's not a whole lot of shady areas for these fish to hide. wide, they're kind of left out in the open, and that can make for kind of some difficult fishing. And I think the last thing I didn't really like about this creek was just the abundance of warmouth. Warmouth are, of course, good food for bass, but they are aggressive and they're very, very territorial. I think the majority of the fish that I were catching today weren't necessarily hungry warmouth, but they were just fish that were guarding their beds and their territory, so they were eating the Senko and they were taking it and moving it like probably, I mean, literally like 10 yards. Like, these fish are crazy. Overall, I give White Rock Creek a 7.5 out of 10. I liked it. I would fish here again. Also, the other thing I noticed about this place is there's a lot of history. Check this out. Everywhere I went, there was fossils. This is pretty sick. I'm gonna add this to my my fossil collection now.
They're rocks, Hank.
No, they're minerals. Jesus, Maria.
Or whatever you want to call it. The other thing I noticed too is alongside the creek, they had like this stand set up where it talked about the history of the creek. Native Americans and settlers literally drank from this creek like a few hundred years ago, which is pretty sweet. I like when places have character, and this is definitely not a new fishery. I wonder if any of the old cowboys used to slang a Senko over here and crank on some toadies. Anyway, I gotta stop blabbering. I gotta move on to the next spot, which, by the way, I haven't found yet. Creek. I think I'm gonna fish this. We're gonna call it Crooked Creek Trail. I don't know if that's the actual name of this creek, but it looks juice freaking money. All right, let's see. Oh wow, it's gotten really dark. Okay, spot number 2, Crooked Creek. Doesn't say that on the map, but the drive in which I just parked my car at is called Crooked Creek Drive, so I'm just gonna guess that that's what the name of this creek is. Yeah, looks like a suburban setting to me. It's just right past that juicy little pond behind me. I'm gonna throw a Senko, maybe a topwater. Starting to get some weird overcast going on right now. Maybe we'll catch a good one, I don't know. So there's this pond that's right next to the creek. The pond looks pretty money sauce too. Damn, this place looks good. Holy smokes, this pond is crystal clear. I think White Rock met its match with this pond. I almost want to say screw the creek and fish the pond. I might do both. Listen, I made the commitment to fish creeks today, but if there's a juicy looking pond next to the creek, I'm not gonna hesitate. Oh, what the hell, I cannot take a cast. Huh. Oh, I got smoked. What the hell was that? My fly just got lit up. I think it might have been a bluegill, but it was a vicious strike. Oh, there's Largy. He's coming at it. He's coming at it. Oh, no way. No way. Yes. How about that? How about that? That might have been my 3rd cast on the fly. Guys, this is crazy. This is very cool. You have to understand. Let me break it down for you. I'm not a fly fisherman. This is not what I was meant to do on this earth, but I found this little tiny pond that is, I mean, directly adjacent to the creek, Crooked Creek, which is right there. And I'm a bass angler. I'm too tempted to fish places like this, and I know today's a creek video, but I had to take a few casts over here, and sure enough, I got a largie on a streamer, on a saltwater streamer. He ate it right at my feet too. God, these fish must be aggressive with this storm front rolling in. Take care. As soon as I stripped it right in front of his face, he was on. Okay. Crooked Creek, where are you at? I'm gonna guess it's right here. Doesn't look too big. Wow, it's getting really dark. I feel like I'm about to get rained on or something like that. It looks fishy. It's clear. It's actually just about as clear as White Rock. Okay, I think I'm gonna move down just a little bit more. And if I don't see anything, I might have to just say farewell to Crooked Creek. Doesn't look super fishable. But then again, whitewater wouldn't have been fishable if it weren't for that big hole. Or not whitewater. Why do I keep calling it whitewater? White Rock. There we go. I'm on. Not a bad fish. Not a bad fish. Oh my God, he's in the grass. Come on, don't come off. Don't come off. Don't come off. Okay. All right. Oh, flip. I was just too tempted by this pond. I couldn't leave it. And to be honest, Crooked Creek does not look as good as I thought it would be. But the good thing is right next to Crooked Creek is this pond full of hungry bass willing to eat little tiny streamers. Man, it's freaking juicy. Something so different about fly fishing for these fish. Like if I caught this thing on a casting rod, it would not have gotten me this excited, but throwing like even an 8-weight, like this is a heavy fly rod, an 8-weight for these tiny little largemouth, it really gets my blood flowing. Like my heart's pounded right now, and that's not that big of a fish. Get back down there, you hair eater. So today's video is going to consist of me fishing 3 creeks. Oh wait, hold on, sorry. 1.5 creek and a pond located on the outskirts of Dallas. But I can't complain, you know why? Because I caught fish. If you catch fish, and if you're not at work, it's success. You don't need to catch a 10-pounder to have the best fishing day of your entire life. That is a fact. Let's head in the car and I'll talk a little bit more about the whole Crooked Creek sort of deal. Oh, you're peeing all over the place, little girl. Oh, I missed you. I'm so sorry. Dad had to, he was filming a crusty video and it didn't work out. Well, it kind of worked out. I caught some fish, but it was supposed to be a creek video and it ended up being a pond video. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you get up. Wow, I need you. Lucky is in full wrestle mode right now. She's so pissed that I left her to go on a stupid little creek mission. She says, how could you leave me for dinky bass? If you wanted something dinky, you could have just stayed home and played with me, right? Is that what you think? She was so pissed at me. Literally pissed at me. Today didn't work out as how I hoped it to, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna give this video concept yet another go. A very interesting thing came to me while I was fishing today out in these creeks. Something I realized that I never really thought of is that fishing has really changed over the course of just a few years solely based off of Google Maps. Whether you guys know it or not, you have all of the lakes, creeks, rivers, ponds, I'm trying to think of another name for swamps, oxbows at your fingertips because of Google Maps. Finding a lake has literally never been this easy before, and I think that's something we take for granted is we don't realize that we can just go on Google Maps, do like a bunch of pinching and scrolling and zooming in and find a body of water that we've never fished before, go there, catch fish, and make an insane memory. And I think that's kind of that's the main point I was trying to get across today, is not only can you find amazing fishing opportunities in urban settings, especially in Dallas, but you can find your new honey hole just by scrolling through Google Maps. I'm a little salty that I wasn't able to fish the 3rd creek today, but comment in the comment section below if I should do this series again. Maybe not with a creek, but maybe with a pond. If you have an interesting spot you want me to fish, I'll go there and I'll kind of like review it, or I don't know, I think the reviewing concept is kind of cool. It allows me to kind of group and categorize the lakes that I fish. I'm so glad I got a chance to get out in the water and film this video for you guys. It was a lot of fun. I'm not done though. I'm going to include some more creeks in one of my next video. I'm gonna do the same type of video, but hopefully the weather is better and I'll have a little more time as to where I don't have to get my dog and pick up my truck and get ready for tomorrow's endeavor as well. But I appreciate the view. Let me know in the comment section below what I should do next. These videos are literally nothing without your eyes and your attention and all of your support. So with that in mind, I'm peacing out. Thank you guys for the love. I hope you guys are smacking them. Summer's right around the corner. Get your jigs on, get your frogs on. It's about to go down. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And as always, folks, keep fishing. Never.